My name is Laetitia Avrot. I work for EDB and I'm a field CTO. I studied at French engineering school named INSA in Lyon. It's a famous school in France, and I had the luck to have parents able to pay so that I don't have to work at the same time and could really focus on my studies. I was working in a support team where I had to hear customers complaining about the software, and I had to say, okay, that's a bug, or that's not a bug, you're just misusing the software. My father was really into software and programming. We always had a computer at home, which was not so frequent during the 80s. I remember my dad always telling us that a computer was a noble object, not meant for video games, but meant for programming. So he was really angry each time we found a way to install new video games. When I was 8, he gave me a programming book. I wrote my first programs. The most important thing to remember is you're worth it and you belong there. If you choose to belong there, you belong there. From my experience, as there are few women in that field, the ones staying there are way above the average level of men. So don't doubt yourself. I have a good and a bad news. The good news is IT world and technology world are not more sexist than the world we're living in. The bad news is the world we're living in is sexist. My mom had a more difficult career than I had, so it's getting better. We are not equals yet. It will come. And I do believe in sorority because, believe me, motherhood does exist. So we need to have sorority in workplaces. I think that the biggest changes is the one you fight inside your brain, because you always think that you're not worth it, you could do better, is it enough, and so on. You need to keep in mind that your self-evaluation is biased, and you will always think that you're not doing enough. And yes, sometimes it's really not enough, but you have the right to not be at 100% every time, and it's fine. And so the most difficult thing is just to keep forgiving ourselves to not be up to the level we would like to be, because that level is not reachable. And I learned that with motherhood, because we all try to be the perfect mom, but the best moms are the average moms, not the perfect moms. Most of the time it's digging into technology fields. Let's say I want to learn more about Kubernetes, and I will jump into it. From time to time I have meetings with customers, with my boss, just to see how I'm going and what I'm doing and so on. And at 4:30, I have to take my daughter from school. And then we have this special meal in France. We have a name for the snack during the afternoon in France. It's called goûter, and that's one of the children's most important meal because we have sugary, like chocolate, cookies, and so on. I have a superpower because I can go to sleep whenever I want, wherever I want. So that's very handy when you're called at 2 a.m. because there's a problem in production. You can fix the problem in 5 minutes and go back to bed. It normally takes me less than 1 minute to go to sleep. We do a lot of cross-country skiing, and I also bike with my husband. And before the pandemic, we had begun doing road trips around Europe. We hope we will be able this summer to do another road trip, either to Spain and Portugal or up to reach Legoland in Denmark. If you're not happy to go to work, just quit. It's not worth it. Your mental health will be at stake if you keep trying to make it work. If it doesn't, you can find another job really easily. Don't try to keep it working if it doesn't. I think it was when I was recognized as a Postgres contributor by the PostgreSQL project in March 2020, which is quite new. There was also another moment. I gave a conf talk in my first conf talk. It was at FOSDEM, and it was live streamed on YouTube and in English. And my father watched it, and he said he was proud of me after that. And it's the first and last time he said he was proud of me, because my father is really shy about expressing emotions. I have no regrets in my life. I've done mistakes, but I've learned from them. And the mistakes I've made have made me how I am. So I wouldn't change a thing. And I also was very lucky during my life. Each time I tried something, it worked out very great.